So Nathan, what did the turkeys sound like?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Boo Review, where we review the paranormal for you. This is AJ.
This is Jared.
And we got Nathan with us over here.
Recently we've learned that Nathan has psychic abilities. Nathan, when was the first time you learned that you had psychic abilities?
When I took a bite of my sandwich, I heard the gobbling of millions of turkeys.
Wow.
And they were suddenly silenced.
Oof. That was a sandwich. Sandwich good?
It was good.
Did you enjoy that sandwich?
It was very good.
Did you have mayonnaise on it?
Today we'll be talking about Stuckey's Bridge. Stuckey's Bridge is actually very well known in the Meridian area for being haunted. When they started building the new bridge in 1901, they found bodies in the buried in the river.
Like in the riverbed?
Right.
On the shore?
Exactly.
Is it called a shore if it's on a river?
I don't know.
The bank of the river.
This is all just conjecture. But apparently the Dalton Gang went through Mississippi at some point and was hiding out with the Copeland Gang. They left behind a member called Stuckey. Apparently he was too evil even for them. And if you read up on the Dalton Gang, they weren't nice guys. They would shoot and they would go He set up an inn near the riverbank. He would invite them in, and then he would kill them. The villagers of that area apparently figured out that Stuckey was hanging people. What they did was they hung him from the bridge. You got a serial killer. You've got a man being hung at the bridge. You got bodies in the river. Considering just how creepy the story was, we decided this would be a great place to visit. Okay, here we are at Stuckey's Bridge. If you see, they have a what is that? Let's wait for it to stop blurring. Hopefully it'll stop blurring soon. Just of note, we are filming on a full moon.
It's a waxing moon. It's not fully good.
It's not. So does that mean we only see like half the ghosts?
I don't think it affects ghosts. That's werewolves. Based on the legend, Stuckey killed a bunch of people here. So various things have been spotted, allegedly. Among them, a lantern across the bridge, which I see a light down down there. So I imagine
I'm not picking it up, but I do see it with my eyes.
There is Stuckey's ghost that wanders the bridge. There's Stuckey's ghost hanging from the bridge.
Right.
There are supposed to be sounds in the water, but they're
like a splash.
Yeah, like when they cut his body from the bridge, it hit the water.
Are we going to cut down Stuckey if we see him hanging from the bridge?
Yeah, if we see him, I mean, he got what he deserved.
Being hanged on this bridge for so many years, you imagine, that he had some time to think it out. Maybe reconsider his actions.
I've got a knife on me, and I'm not going to cut him down. So,
in trying to get as much footage as possible, I was very concerned with getting the beams, but I might have missed something actually very important. I guess I was recording. Okay, there's the beams. Yeah, I'm getting it. Keep going. This is good. It's good stuff.
I didn't notice this at all until we were going back over it. I still didn't even notice it when we were going over the footage, actually. It looks a little more in the woods than the suspected, lantern that could be the signs.
Yeah, so it wasn't on the bridge. It could have easily been, somebody's, house or something. But we didn't see anybody's house in that area, so it was probably Stuckey. And
I don't know what it was, but I'm not convinced.
No. If it's not on the bridge, it ain't Stuckey. Because Stuckey ain't leaving the bridge. There's ghost rules. When there's a haunting, you stay where you're supposed to be haunting. Nathan, you got something to say?
Not true.
Not true? What? Okay, so I think we're going to go check over. I want to check a little bit further down, just for the sake of it. But for the most part, the bridge, we haven't seen any ghosts walking around. We haven't seen anybody hanging off the bridge. We've seen some magnificent spiders. Look at this spider. This is by far the creepiest thing here. We're just not really picking up anything. So we decided to let Nathan come along and use his psychic ability to survey the area and figure out if there's, anything paranormal about the place. Unfortunately, Nathan was a little insecure about being shown on camera, so we had to blur his face. How do you feel? What do you see here? What are you feeling?
To be honest, Stuckey doesn't exist, guys.
Okay, are you picking up ghostly vibes?
No.
No ghostly vibes?
No, it's just a peaceful place.
Just a peaceful...
Take your kids. I can't really focus on anything in the lights. That could be Stuckey for all I know.
All right, hold up. Like, let's look at that one more time.
That could be Stuckey. 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 That could be Stuckey.
Nathan, did you see something out there? I noticed you pointing to some type of mist. It's a secret.
So, like, do we need to go back out there and hang you off the bridge until you talk? We need to give you the Stuckey?
In our first video, we saw some fog and we got excited because we're not used to this. But now that we've been out a couple times, we see it all the time.
It has to be, because every time it happened a couple of times, but it always happened around the time when we would, like, laugh or something like that.
Right,
so
yeah. So it's
breath.
Yeah, anytime you see mist.
Breath mist.
It is. If you see it on anybody else's video and they're claiming that, oh, that's something, don't listen to them. It's Nathan, it's not ghost. It's someone's breath.
Jared here had the bright idea that, hey, we should try to get under this bridge.
I think it was Nathan's idea, actually, to go under the
Well, who is surprised? We got down under this bridge, but it was treacherous. We slipped. It was muddy. My shoes were a mess. Maybe more so to me because I cannot swim and I was afraid of slipping into the water. I did that one time on the Okatama River, like in some water that was about like thigh high. The canoe tipped over and I didn't realize how shallow that water was.
Wow.
Who saved you?
Brandon just told me to stand up.
When we got there and we filmed or took pictures, there was no hanging Stuckey.
You also can't see that much in the pictures at all.
We didn't see anything under the bridge. We didn't see anything on top of it. So we decided it's just a last-ditch effort to try to do EVP. So AJ has left for a second to start up the audio. We're going to listen to authentic audio EVP from Stuckey's Bridge.
Yeah, but there ain't nothing phenomenal about this EVP. Recording. Go ahead and ask him some questions.
Okay. Stuckey, I just want to know, are you part of the Dalton Gang? Are you proud of yourself? Killing all those people and burying them by the riverbank, huh? Huh?
Sound like a jackass.
So Stuckey didn't say anything back. I'm not sure why. We're going to go ahead and go over the things that people might have seen, what it was that they were, experiencing.
So, lantern on the bridge. There's totally these signs on the other side of the bridge, and whenever the light hits the back of them, whether it's your lights, moonlight, whatever, it reflects, can look kind of like a lantern. It can look a little like it's moving, because if you're moving around on the bridge, if the branches kind of cut across it.
Which is also, I think, explains why people sometimes see that like a glow in the water. That glow, I'm very sure it's just the moon reflecting down on the water, and some of the way the trees are just kind of cuts it off and makes it look kind of like a circle.
Splashes and stuff in the water, like
you're gonna hear that. You're gonna hear that in the river.
It's freaking river. That could be fish. That can be something falling in the water,
like dead bodies.
There's a light that was through the woods that Jared pointed out earlier. Did not see it when we were there. I don't really have much comment for that, except for that there is a nearby road on the other side of those trees up on the shore bank. Could be something from there.
It's probably another ghost. It's just not our ghost. It's some other ghost that's in there.
Maybe.
Who just happens to also carry a lantern. As far as seeing anybody, any kind of ghostly apparitions, we didn't see anything. It could be that we're just not prone to seeing ghostly apparitions. Now, Nathan the psychic, is very much sensitive to paranormal frequencies, and let's go ahead and get to the review. The legend itself, I think, is a good 7 out of 7 because you got a serial killer who was part of a gang who buried bodies in the river. They hung that serial killer at the river, so there's just a lot of death and just nastiness going on, which makes for a pretty creepy place.
I'm gonna drop down a little lower on the legend score because of so many inconsistencies. I like the legend, but if you look into it very much, the amount of inconsistencies, Is 4 too low? Because I do like the legend. It's just
Right.
really inconsistent. Maybe 4 is kind of low. It might still warrant like a 5.
Okay.
Just because there's so much going on with that legend.
As far as the creepiness of the place, I'm going to give it a very, very low score. I wasn't getting any kind of. We've been to a lot of creepy places, and even places where we've never seen anything, there was always kind of like a vibe, like you could just kind of feel uncomfortable. This place was really nice. I mean, it really was. So the creepiness score, I'm going to give it like a 1.2. Like there might be like an initial feeling of, and it could be just that we're so used to going to these places, we're just not creeped out anymore. Hospitality, I'm going to say a good 6 out of 7 because it is very nice. You have running water, you have a night sky. There is graffiti out there, but a lot of them, I just didn't see anything that was that creepy. It was mostly like Johnny loves Chachi. Nothing said Johnny loves Chachi, but there was a lot of I love this person. So I imagine people get there and they're like, you know what, I'm feeling love, and they start graffitiing. So what do you think of Nathan's psychic abilities now that we've tested it out and we've seen what he can do? What do you think?
I'm not convinced.
You're not convinced of
No.
Nathan's psychic abilities?
No.
Nathan, defend yourself.
No, not convinced. I'm not buying your turkey story. I'm not buying your Stuckey story.
So
only true thing you said on that whole bridge was that it was nice.
to prove your abilities, guess what AJ's score for your psychic abilities will be?
2.
2 out of what?
7.
2 out of 7? Is that right? Is that right? It is right! It's right! What? No!
Totally right. It's totally right. That could be Stuckey. That could be Stuckey. That could be Stuckey. Stuckey. That could be Stuckey. That could be Stuckey. That could be Stuckey. Stuckey.
I give him 10 Dalton gunshots out of 120.
So, wait. 10 out of 120?
Yeah.
That's about 2 out of 7, isn't it?
Probably not.
Well, to be fair, he actually did say there wasn't much there. So, if we're saying he's wrong, we're saying that we think there was something ghostly there, and that doesn't really make a lot of sense.
I'm just saying that it's not convincing. You need to convince me there's nothing there before I even get there. Or convince me that there's something there and then make me see it. I guess it's hard being a psychic then.
My overall score for the place is a 3 out of 7. The reason why I'm giving it an average instead of like a really negative is because I just liked being there. It was just really nice. And the overall score does not reflect the overall creepiness. It reflects the experience as a whole. Not a creepy place, but still average. 3 out of 7.
What the I don't know. You're kind of selling me on that score. I was gonna give it lower, but no, as an overall experience and as a place, it was fun. It was fun to go there. It's always fun.
Right.
It's just it would be nice if there were
Actually, anything paranormal there.
Yes.
So if you're going there
Just
for
be-
the creepiness, don't bother. But if you're going there just to experience a historic landmark in Mississippi, go right ahead.
Yeah, just do the obvious things. Be smart. It is an old bridge. It's very. I mean, it's really sturdy. It did not feel unsafe when we were on it, but all the same, it is an old bridge. Yeah, take precaution.
All right, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of what we have to offer, please subscribe. Do you have anything to add, AJ?
Yeah, bro, you doing good.
All right, thank you.
Also,
Thank
can't
you.
talk and play, so you ruined it.
Well, that's the Boo review. And when they did that, they